Okay, hello YouTube. Today I have another epic Nerf video production, and we're gonna be sticking with the AK-47 mod again for this video. And I'm gonna be showing you starting the painting off. And first I'm gonna be talking to you about taping, which is actually really important. A lot of people, especially with guns with so many moving parts, like this one, a lot of people just scratch some of the paint that's already on there off and then think they're gonna start painting. But that's really not the case, because then what you end up with is a gun that looks awesome, but you can't move many things. And it's kind of just permanently jammed. And there is a way to actually fix that, but it's still not going to function as well as normal. So, how to do this the right way is just cover all the moving parts and places where paint can get in, and I'm going to be showing you some. First, I'm painting it with the slide back, and then I'm going to move it forward and paint this part of the slide. So right now the access is open, and what I did was I opened that up, taped under the holes. Because I did still want the access painted. I just didn't want the inside of it to get painted. So yeah, you want to do that. Then all the rails you want to paint are there are these little rails, like ones right here. You want to tape that, or else your cocking mechanism could get jammed. It's one of the main things. And right here, because paint could get in the gun, and also cocking mechanism could get jammed really bad that way. And I had a friend who painted the Retaliator, and he didn't do these steps, and sure enough, the Retaliator broke. And another thing was, this sounds like it makes sense, but actually it's not the best idea. You put your clip in that way. I mean, if you get a bunch of paint in here, obviously it's going to get pretty jammed up inside, and it's not going to shoot so well. So he put the clip in thinking that's the right thing to do, since it protects the inside, but the only problem with that is the clip got stuck. And yeah, I told him I could probably help him carve it out, but still, you don't want to have to do that. It's better to just do it right the first time. So yeah, tactical veils also, even though they don't move. This happened to me once. I painted the tactical veil, and I couldn't put stuff on it, so I had to carve the edges out. That way I could. And even though you can do that, it's still not worth the trouble, because then the paint's gone anyway, and you worthlessly put that paint on. So yeah, and then we've got the end. Oh yeah, by the way, places you're not going to paint, I colored them with colored Sharpie. Some people will take just a normal, small fine brush to do that, which probably would get deeper into it than a Sharpie, but the only problem is, as long as you're exact, it probably could work better, but it can also jam with that kind of paint. Just it's easier to control than a bunch of spraying paint. So if you think you're exact enough, go ahead and do that, but if you don't, use a Sharpie. Let's see, more moving parts are, this wouldn't be a huge deal, just the stock stuck on, possibly. So tape that over. That way the stock removal buttons don't get stuck. Clip removal buttons. Be careful about that. See, trigger. You don't want a stuck trigger. That's pretty bad. And also just the tip. I might be painting the tip because I'm getting a barrel extension. On my barrel extension, I'm gonna get a Nerf recon sight hollowed out, put it on, and then leave the tip of the sight orange. And then I'll probably go over and paint this tip. But until then, I'm just gonna leave this orange, and that's because you don't want people thinking it's a real gun. If you do some crazy paint job like purple and yellow or something like that, then I'm sure it won't be a huge problem really. But, just do it. I recommend doing that. Another thing is if you're really worried about it, you can tape over that, which I don't think it's that bad because I doubt that paint's gonna spray all the way back here. But yeah, that's really it. I'm gonna go paint it and see you in a bit.